Hello everyone, my name is Anjali Kumari and my father works in civil defense and my mother is housemaker.
Okay, so my name is Sneha Chetri. So my mom, she is retired woman. She used to work in Assam Rifles, which is a paramilitary force, and she used to work under the medical sector.
My name is Kushmita Pukannat, and my parents are professors. My father is a chemistry professor and my mother is from education background.
Okay, my name is Abhishek Das, and my father he has a government service, and it's a transferable job.
Hi, my name is Neha Borua. I'm from Jorhat. My father was in a government job.
Hello, my name is Alankrita Roy. मेरे फादर पहले आर्मी में थे, अभी उधर से पापा ने वॉलंटियर रिटायर करके फिर पापा दूसरे जॉब करे सिविल में, जिला सैनिक वेलफेयर ऑफिस में पापा हेड क्लर्क है.
So like after every 5 or 10 years, we have to move different places.
She needed to move like after every 3 years.
Once in 5 years, around 5 to 6 times.
Generally, he get transferred around 5 to 6 years.
He frequently got transferred within 3 to 4 years.
दो बार ही मतलब 2-3 बार ही मतलब ट्रांसफ़र हुआ है पापा और मम्मी का.
Like 3 to 4 school I have changed because of my father transfer.
Count, I have at least attended, I guess, 4 to 5 schools.
Around 3 to 4 schools.
First or third standard, my father got transferred from Dhakwakhana to Lakhimpur. Then after that, when I was in 6th standard, he got transferred from Lakhimpur to.
After second standard and in my 10th standard and again in 11th standard.
To change a lot of schools since the time of kindergarten until my 12th, which is high school.
The first three locations I remember I experienced at the age of maybe around 5 years. Then again we got shifted at around 10 years, and at the age of 14 we again got shifted to another place.
While I was 3 years old, I was a place called Kharupetia. There I studied for 3 years. Then I again moved back to my hometown where I studied my primary level in another school and my secondary level in a different school. And after completion of my HSLC, which is class 10th, I moved to Guwahati for higher secondary.
First or third standard, my father got transferred from Dhakwakhana to Lakhimpur. Then after that, when I was in 6th standard, he got transferred from Lakhimpur to Jorhat.
1 और 2 में मेरा पापा का जब 1 और 2 स्टैंडर्ड में तभी पापा और मम्मी का ट्रांसफ़र हुआ था.
So here actually what happened, the class teacher asked me to take my bag and took me out of the classroom also. So it affected me a lot. And after that also, the first day I wasted like that. I was moving around from A section to B section. The class teacher was not comfortable by me to sit in their classes. Even the class teachers, they were mostly using the local language. Our science teachers, they both were use local language. So it was difficult for me to understand those language too. So it affected my academic.
I remember my standard 4, my like the performance was not that good because of that factor, because I was not feeling adjusted.
Yeah, in 10th standard, like in 9th standard, I got more than 75%, but in 10th standard, it degraded to 60%.
Switching schools, they didn't actually affected my academic performance that much, but somewhere or other I got faced some challenges to cope up with the new curriculum of the schools.
Yes, it affect negatively actually, yeah, because I couldn't adjust myself with this fast-moving life of Guwahati city.
At 6th स्टैंडर्ड मैं लखीमपुर से जोरहाट आई थी और तो मैंने बहुत एक डिफरेंट एनवायरनमेंट फेस किया था. तो तब रिजल्ट्स में थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस आया था.
1 और 2 स्टैंडर्ड में तभी पापा और मम्मी का ट्रांसफ़र हुआ था, तो उतना मुझे अफेक्ट नहीं किया था.
Yeah, like my previous school, KV Mesa Mali School, the teachers and the staffs, they were so good, and the principal was also so supporting. In my 11th standard, where the boards exam, the principal had conducted the extra classes for our subjects, like the students who were facing some issues. So the teachers were so much supporting in my 11th and 12th standard as compared to my 10th standard school, which I have done in different schools.
There are certain schools which are placed, and they have been built there for us, like for people like us, like transferable students can come in. So that's why everyone knew the culture, and even new students would come in, and the teacher would first time organize these meet and greets, and then they would help us explore our own abilities and make us participate. Like a CBSE school, like we all know that they constantly keep you and give you work that requires a lot of interaction with other students. And
It varied from school to school. Some in my school where I have spent most of my years, that was VKV. There I got support from my teachers as well, but in my higher secondaries I didn't got that much of adequate support from my teachers. So it depends upon the school where I have studied.
Not really, to be honest, not really.
जितने भी मेरे टीचर्स थे वो लोग बहुत सपोर्टिव थे। जब भी मैं मैंने फर्स्ट स्कूल में एंटर किया था तब भी उन लोगों ने बहुत ज़्यादा सपोर्ट किया और बाद में वो लोग पूछते भी थे कि मैंने इफ़ कुछ डिफ़िकल्टी आया है और उनमें कोप अप करने के लिए क्या क्या हेल्प चाहिए। हाँ, तो टीचर्स बहुत सपोर्टिव थे।
बहुत सारा सपोर्ट मुझे मिला है, मतलब जैसे कि मैंने बोला, मैं जिस भी स्कूल में गई थी एनवायरनमेंट बहुत अच्छा था, टीचर लोग का भी बहुत पॉजिटिव बिहेवियर था टुवर्ड्स मी, तो इसलिए मुझे कोई दिक्कत नहीं हुआ है।
So I got new friends again and again. So it's the kind of like thing, I don't have any issue with making new and friends, and it doesn't affect our friendship. And still I'm connected with some of my friends now.
I have met like many good friends throughout the years. So those who had to stay are currently also in connection with me, and those who had to leave or are busy in their own life, like they are doing their own thing.
Yes, frequent relocations have affected my friendships very much. So I had to, I have to go to the continuous cycle of making new friends, then again getting to know them, and again it was very hassle for that. For a very short period of time, I used to make some good bondings. Then again, I have to leave them, and again have to, go through that cycle again and again. So it has affected my friendships.
Yes, I have few friends. I had actually few friends, but I don't know where they are right now. While I was 3 to 5 years, I made 2 3 friends. I still remember their names, but I don't know where they are.
जब मैं बहुत छोटी थी तभी मेरे फादर का ट्रांसफ़र हो गया था, तो जो भी दोस्त हैं उन लोगों के साथ जो फ्रेंडशिप था वो बहुत दिनों के लिए मतलब स्लो हो गया था। और उन लोगों का मैं उन लोगों के टच में नहीं थी, पर जब मैं बड़ी हो गई तो स्लोली वो लोग भी टच में आने लगे।
जैसे कि पहले मैं अदर डिस्ट्रिक्ट में थी, तो धुबरी डिस्ट्रिक्ट से मॉय डिस्ट्रिक्ट शिफ्ट हो गए, तो धुबरी डिस्ट्रिक्ट में जितने भी मेरे फ्रेंड्स थे तो थोड़ा लॉन्ग डिस्टेंस हो गया, तो इफेक्ट इन द सेंस मतलब अब बात नहीं होती, कांटेक्ट नहीं होते, क्योंकि डिस्टेंस की वजह से नंबर भी चेंज हो गया, तो डिफरेंट स्कूल में चले गए, तो थोड़ा इफेक्ट हुआ था।
There were some problems happened because of basically the students were studying there from their first standard, and I had come in the 10th standard, so they were not even accepting me as their friend. So it was little bit difficult for me to adjust in the classroom.
The time when I had to figure out that if I'm feeling lonely or not, that is my teenage years. By that time, I was already adjusted with the whole process, so maybe that's why I never felt that.
During my teenage years, I have faced that kind of feelings.
No, not exactly. Particularly in my case, although I moved to different school, but all schools were Bengali dominated community. Actually, the dominated community is Bengali community, and I didn't find that much difficulties.
जब मैं बहुत छोटी थी तभी मेरे फादर का ट्रांसफ़र हो गया था, तो जो भी दोस्त हैं उन लोगों के साथ जो फ्रेंडशिप था वो बहुत दिनों के लिए मतलब स्लो हो गया था। और उन लोगों का मैं उन लोगों के टच में नहीं थी, पर जब मैं बड़ी हो गई तो स्लोली वो लोग भी टच में आने लगे, पर
ऐसा नहीं हुआ।
When I was in 10th standard, my parents was mostly busy while doing their work. They don't know what was actually happening in the background, and they don't even know why my result is actually bad. So at that time, I was so depressed.
Yes, I'm very grateful to my mother, because even after she was a working mother and like she's a single parent, after every my school session, she used to listen to my stories every single day, which helped me a lot, which never felt me feel lonely, because she was always there.
My family, I think they have done their best, but maybe they were not able to meet my expectations of emotional support. But mostly during the teenage period, as I was very far from my family also, so that's why their emotional support was a little bit, in compared to when I was a child, it was a little bit different at that time.
During transfer, my father, my mother always, she is used to support me, and she is the one who was teaching me till to that day, okay, till higher secondary. While my father till class 12 English, he was my
कह सकती हूँ कि वो लोग पूछते हैं मतलब कैसे मैं मतलब मेरा मेंटल हेल्थ कैसा है, वो लोग वैसे डायरेक्टली नहीं पूछते हैं, पर वो लोग केयर करते थे और मैं क्या क्या फेस कर रही हूँ उसके बारे में वो लोग जानने की कोशिश करते थे।
इमोशनली मैं इतने इमोशनली सपोर्ट मतलब ऐसा कुछ हुआ नहीं है मेरे मेरे साथ कि मैं इमोशनली पूरा ब्रेकडाउन हो जाऊँ, मतलब सब न्यूट्रली ज़्यादा पॉजिटिव ही थे, तो इसलिए उतना इमोशनल मेरा कुछ ऐसा था नहीं। Was like my mom was transferred in Tripura. That time I had to take this dance class. I used to take the dance lesson and music lesson. So it was like first, second, and third year. I could do it for 3 years, and then it discontinued because I shifted to another place. But that's the sad part, maybe.
Extracurricular activities, if I would say, I participated in some physical activities during my schooling time, but due to shift in schools, I wasn't able to participate that much as I often face problems in coping up in the new school and again.
Yes, absolutely.
जब मैं लखीमपुर में थी तो मैंने ट्राई किया था डिफरेंट एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर एक्टिविटी सीखने के लिए, पर जब मेरे फादर का ट्रांसफ़र हो गया तो ऐसा हुआ कि मुझे वो बीच में ही छोड़ देना पड़ा। तो उसके बाद भी मैं कंटिन्यू नहीं कर पाई क्योंकि मुझे वो आधे में मेरा जो सीखने का प्रोसेस था वो आधे में ही रुक गया था। तो हाँ, थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम आया था।
तो जब मैं क्लास 1 में थी तो मैंने सच्चे सीखा था। तो जैसे कि पहले मैं धूरी डिस्ट्रिक्ट में सीखती थी, फिर थोड़ा इफेक्ट हुआ था इधर जाने के बाद। उधर के कुछ मतलब एग्ज़ाम वगैरह जो होते थे उसको लेके, तो उसमें थोड़ा डिफ़िकल्टी आ गया था। तो नॉट एग्जैक्टली लाइक आई एम फाइन विद ट्रैवलिंग अराउंड अक्रॉस।
My future job preference would be a non-transferable job.
एजुकेशनल चॉइसेस में तो डिफरेंस आएगा ही क्योंकि जगह अलग था और डिफरेंट एक्सपोजर मिला था। तो फ्रेंड्स से भी न्यू सजेशन मिला था और टीचर्स से भी सजेशन मिला था, तो एजुकेशनल चॉइसेस में डिफरेंस आया था। करियर चॉइस में मैं ऐसा नहीं बोल सकती कि ट्रांसफ़र की मेरी फादर की ट्रांसफ़र की वजह से डिफरेंस आया है, पर मैं डिफरेंट स्टेजेस में डिफरेंट लोगों से मिली और मेरा जो करियर चॉइस था वो भी अलग होता गया। स्ट्रेटजीज पता नहीं मैं ये स्ट्रेटजीज बोल सकती हूँ या नहीं, पर मैं ट्राई करती हूँ कि न्यू फ्रेंड्स से मैं बात करूँ, टीचर्स से बात करके अपने सराउंडिंग्स के बारे में जानूँ। तो बात करना बहुत ज़रूरी है, खुद को आइसोलेट करने से ज़्यादा दूसरों से बात करनी चाहिए।
So I'll highly recommend कि till completion of your class 10th or even like till class 7th or class 6th, you stay at your hometown, you make friends, enjoy that particular life, because the childhood you will never get again in your lifetime.
एक्चुअली टीचर्स को न्यू जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनके बारे में खबर रखना बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट है, क्योंकि जब एक स्टूडेंट न्यू एक एनवायरनमेंट में आता है उनको टाइम लगता है कि अपने स्टडीज़ में फिर से कोप अप करे, जो वो पेस है वो पकड़े।
करियर चॉइस में मेरा ऐसा कुछ इन्फ्लुएंस मुझे किया नहीं है, मतलब पापा और मम्मी का जो भी ट्रांसफ़र हुआ है वो उसने मुझे इतना भी अफेक्ट नहीं किया।
The strategy are basically unlike I have to be welcoming person for making new friends.
Strategy is, first of all, I didn't used to go with a lot of expectation that everyone is going to like me in the very first day. When we are younger, we usually feel like the validation is required. Maybe things worked well for me, that's why I got few friends that were very nice, and then they accepted me the way I was.
Strategies have varied from age to age. So when I was a kid, I used to mostly isolate myself from like I used to have that feeling that it is for a very short period of time. I'll again have to shift my school. So as a kid I used to isolate myself. I didn't used to talk much, and I also refrained myself from making new friends. But as I grew up, I tried to make new friends, and also tried to explore the academics once in a while, so I get the taste of different curriculums that this school follows.
That particular time I didn't even know about the strategies. I didn't know what is the meaning of strategies. If you find like-minded people, we generally come closer.
स्ट्रेटजीज पता नहीं मैं ये स्ट्रेटजीज बोल सकती हूँ या नहीं, पर मैं ट्राई करती हूँ कि न्यू फ्रेंड्स से मैं बात करूँ, टीचर्स से बात करके अपने सराउंडिंग्स के बारे में जानूँ। तो बात करना बहुत ज़रूरी है। खुद को आइसोलेट करने से ज़्यादा दूसरों से बात करनी चाहिए।
मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है न्यू फ्रेंड्स बनाने में और ज़्यादा दिक्कत भी नहीं होता है। मैं जहाँ भी जाती हूँ मतलब बहुत अच्छे से एडजस्ट कर सकती हूँ।
Tuition. So the parents need to visit the school and even ask their children and talk with them like what's the issue they are getting, or not actually issues but what they are learning and all the things. They have to check all those things.
So I feel like the usage of language, if it's a bit inclusive, it will be better, because it's impossible for anyone to understand a language on the very first go. But after some time, like right now, even I can understand a bit of Assamese. And then a teacher can really shape the class environment by mixing up the students, having group activities. Basically, if the students are more active and student participation is more appreciated by teacher.
So as in for students, I would like to advise that they shouldn't isolate themselves. They should, try to explore the curriculum. And to the parents, mostly I would like to advise that they should look into the school in which they are putting their kids into. The curriculum, does it align with their previous schools, and it is does that curriculum is support their child, their learning ability of the child. They should know their child very closely.
So I'll highly recommend कि till completion of your class 10th or even like till class 7th or class 6th, you stay at your hometown, you make friends, enjoy that particular life, because the childhood you'll never get again in your lifetime.
एक्चुअली टीचर्स को न्यू जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनके बारे में खबर रखना बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट है, क्योंकि जब एक स्टूडेंट न्यू एक एनवायरनमेंट में आता है उनको टाइम लगता है कि अपने स्टडीज़ में फिर से कोप अप करे, जो वो पेस है वो पकड़े।
मैं ये बोलूँगी कि जो भी स्कूल में जा रहे हैं, इंस्टीट्यूट बहुत मैटर करता है। इंस्टीट्यूट कैसा है, मैं जैसे कि मैं जितने भी इंस्टीट्यूट में गई सब वेलकमिंग थे, लेकिन कुछ इंस्टीट्यूट ऐसा नहीं होता है। तो उसका एनवायरनमेंट अच्छा हो, वेलकमिंग हो, ताकि स्टूडेंट को ज़्यादा दिक्कत ना हो, और जो भी टीचर हो वो भी वेलकमिंग हो, पॉजिटिव एटीट्यूड रहे बच्चे के टुवर्ड्स। तो ये एडवाइस मैं देना चाहूँगी।
Thank you.
Now I want to give a brief explanation on our topic. Frequent relocations due to parental job transfers bring both challenges and opportunities for children. As we have seen through the experiences of Sneha, Alankrita, Anjali, Kushmita, and Abhishek also, adjusting to new schools, different curricula, and unfamiliar social environment is never easy. However, their stories also highlight the power of resilience, adaptability, and support in overcoming these difficulties. We can say that one of the biggest struggles students face is maintaining academic continuity. Differences in educational system, it often leads to temporary setbacks, but with the right support from educational system, teachers, parents, schools, children can bridge these gaps. Emotional well-being is another factor, that leaving behind friends and unfamiliar surroundings can cause stress and isolation. That's why counseling service, peer support, and inclusive school environments are essential in helping students feel welcome and secure. If we say social integration, then it also plays an important role in child's overall development. So making new friends and adjusting to different cultures require confidence, and it is important for schools to create spaces where newcomers feel included. Parents also have a responsibility to maintain and create spaces where newcomers and they can feel so that they can communicate well. They have been given emotional stability and ensure their children's education remain a priority despite their frequent moves. If we say at the broader aspects, then policymakers and educators, they must work together to standardize curricular, implement mental health support systems, and foster inclusivity in schools. So relocations doesn't have to mean disruptions. So it can also be an opportunity for growth, new experiences, and personal development. So in conclusion, while frequent relocations present real challenges, they also shape individuals into adaptable, resilient, and open-minded people. With the right mindset and strong support system, children can only overcome these transitions but thrive in them. So let's work together, parents, educators, and institutions, to ensure that every child facing relocation finds stability, opportunity, and success. Thank you.